is no book called. No enlightenment outside yourself.
There is nothing to take them.
No. They are here, most of them. Others have gone back into the world, and in all manner of disguises, they have provided the trials such as you have experienced. Some become teachers.
And one of them plays a flute that only I can hear.
I was your age when I was sent to find the book, and I became the keeper. Now you, Cord, you can be the keeper. You will enjoy it. The endless peace and pleasure. Release me, Cord. Release me.
Looked at the book, Cord.
Yes.
And what did you see?
Everything.
Absolute bangers. Yes, this movie is a banger. This movie is called Circle of Iron, also known as The Silent Flute. And wow, what a beautiful excerpt from the end of that movie. Really phenomenal. Phenomenal movie. So, today's episode is about Look Within, right? Cord goes through all these trials. First, he fights for the right. First, Cord fights for the right to be able to pursue these trials. And he loses. And what does he do? He follows the guy who did win the right. And what happens to that guy? Just like all the other guys who earn the right to go seek for the book, they all die within the trials. No one never returns. And Cord sticks it out and goes through these trials. And to make a longer story short, he's searching for this guy named Z10, who supposedly has the book with the answers of life and the keys of life, etc. And yeah, he ends up getting through all the trials. He ends up learning a lot about himself along the way. And then when he gets to Z10 and when he is bestowed with the book, he's given the option to take Z10's place or to read inside the book. And he looks inside the book, and what does he see? The book that has all the answers. There's only himself. So, very Very interesting movie, very old school movie. It's a Bruce Lee film. Actually, it's a Bruce Lee film. So, my eyes are messing with me right now. Why? So, yeah. Great movie. Circle of Iron. Silent Flute. If you haven't seen it, go find it. Go watch it. It's an amazing movie. Super cool. Super cool. And it has an amazing message within it. And that's what today's episode is about. Today's episode is Look Within. So, in looking within, we must stop seeking validation externally. Stop seeking validation externally. You don't need all of these things on the outside to justify your existence, to be satisfied with life, to find the answers in life. All the answers aren't all out here all the time. It's not always like that. You can learn a lot in this world, and we're here for a reason, and we experience what we experience for a reason. I really believe that, but you don't need to seek validation outside of yourself. So these are some examples of how people seek externally for validation and for satisfaction in life. Being dependent on the norm, on following suit, being dependent of caring about what other people say and what other people think, always needing another person's opinion about stuff. Outsourcing your thinking, we've talked about that. Trying to fulfill those images that, to satisfy other people's perception, to satisfy society, Other ways that people seek externally for validation and for the answers in life. Maybe not even for the answers in life, but they just resort to consumerism and materialism. Life becomes about, consuming media, becomes about whatever your next meal is going to be, becomes about the clothes that you wear, the places that you go, the people that you talk to, the things that you do, Other people seek validation and seek to fulfill themselves through greed and selfishness, through thinking that they need it all and, pretty much screw anybody who gets in the way, and being selfish in a sense that it could be materialistic selfishness, it could be emotional selfishness, it could be mental selfishness, selfish in ways that you're not being the person that you could be, and you're just trying to be the person that you want to be, and you'll do whatever you got to do to fulfill that, which is not a great way to be, in my opinion. Having no spiritual views, having no religious views, having no sense of what God is, and having no connection to that through prayer or meditation, not having that in your life, not having God or understanding God for what he is, not having any sort of connection with that internally to be able to see it on the outside, will resort to you seeking for answers about life on the outside without ever understanding within what life is, what it's about, and just kind of resorting to what we are given, right? For as he thinketh in his heart, so is he. It's a point we keep coming back to. So, if you want to stop seeking on the outside and you want to be fulfilled within, this is a very important thing to understand. For as he thinketh in his heart, so he is. As a man thinketh, so is he. So with this is really about understanding yourself and knowing yourself, and understanding that the mind is so powerful. Whatever you think, you become. So if I think that I'm a lazy piece of crap, and people tell me that all the time and I believe it, then that's what we will become. But if I say, screw that, I believe that I'm a fantastic person, I'm a nice person, I'm a powerful person, I'm a progressive person, I'm whatever, you know? If you decide that you're not that and you're something else, it starts in your mind first. You have to think it first, and then let it be your reality. As a man thinketh, so is he. For as he thinketh in his heart, so he is. So, looking within is knowing thyself and being able to close your eyes and sit with yourself and understand the power of your mind. Living with love and having gratitude in your heart is a great way to start looking within, because when you start to seek gratitude and seek that feeling of love and gratitude, you know, it starts, that really starts in your heart. You know, you have to go within your heart space and yeah, live with love. Live with love. You have to be able to seek gratitude to be in that space where you're going within and seeking, right? Controlling your mind and emotions, not letting everything just run rampant, you know, having poise, being firm. Discipline yourself to do what you should. Disciplining yourself to do what you should. So, discipline doesn't come from anywhere outside of yourself. You can be motivated and inspired by things outside of yourself, but discipline comes from within. Discipline is the initiative that you take upon yourself to get up and get after it, no matter what it is. Having God in your life gives you a sense of understanding that the same life force that makes you up, the same life force that is within you, is the same life force that is within all things. So, prayer and meditation helps connect us to that, because we're able to close our eyes and go within. We're able to close our eyes and go within and, you know, use the power of our mind to connect with that energy source, using our heart, using our love, using our ability to reflect, to connect to the source. Knowing what you stand for, knowing what you believe in, knowing who you are within, knowing who you are no matter what. That's a better way to put it. Knowing who you are no matter what the circumstances are on the outside, whether you're wrongly convicted of a crime and end up getting put in jail, whether you're in the slums and you're dirt poor and your life sucks, or you become rich and then something happens and you end up broke again. Like, you're never broke within, right? Knowing what you stand for and what you believe will keep you solid within. It will help you connect to yourself inside. Practicing mindfulness and conscious behavior. So, just the practice of being mindful and being aware of yourself and your surroundings, the things going on around you, the things that you're doing, and how they create ripple effects in life, and how what you do affects everything. This helps you stay connected to what you believe and what you stand for, because you're constantly putting it at the forefront, essentially, of your mind, and letting it drive a little bit. And yeah, that comes from within. Mindfulness comes from within. Being conscious comes from within. It's not something that comes from outside of you. And then always learning, always growing, mentally, emotionally, learning more about how your mind works, learning more about emotions and what they are and where they come from and how to regulate them. Physically, learning more about your anatomy and working out your body, exercising so that you can be strong and stay growing. And learning and growing spiritually. Learning and growing spiritually so that you can maintain this connection with God, expand on this connection with God and what life is about, and how what you believe and what you stand for plays into this, and how practicing mindfulness and how being in tune, this will help you grow spiritually. This will help you grow spiritually. So there's a quote from this dude named Nick Vujicic. Totally just butchered your last name. I'm sorry, bro. But the quote is, recognize instant self-gratification for what it is. Resist the temptation to grab for material objects like the perfect house, the coolest clothes, or the hottest car. The if I just had X, then I would be happy syndrome is a mass delusion. When you look for happiness in mere objects, they are never enough. Look around, look within. It's like I say in one of these songs that I wrote back in 2018. It's the quote says from the song, "The universe is as it should be. Look within and discover your inner peace. The material world that we've been searching won't give us the answers we need." And I stand by that. I stand by that. The material world that we're looking for won't give us all the answers. The trials that we go through are there for a reason, and we're supposed to learn, but we have to go back within and see it all in order to learn, to be able to learn, to be able to grow in life. Looking within and being in tune with yourself is so important, you guys. And that's what today's episode is all about, is encouraging you guys to look within, giving you guys some tools how to look within, and reminding you that, you don't need to seek outside of yourself for the answers. All the answers are within you, and the more you seek outside of yourself for the answers, the more we become lost in this world. And it's like digging yourself a hole deeper with no ladder to get out, right? The more you are seeking outside, the harder it is to go within, the harder it is to understand even how to go within. So this is all important stuff, you guys, and I want y'all to know how much I love you, how much I care about you guys. And again, this is war. This is war. We're at war every single day when we wake up and we turn on our phone, we turn on our screens, we go out into the world. There's a war for your mind to keep you within the matrix and make you a slave, make you nobody, and you're not nobody. you're not nobody. I know you guys are somebody. And you guys have a reason to be here. There's a reason why you're watching this right now. And there's a reason why you've gotten this far. And there's a reason why you're still going. And I encourage you all to look within for the answers that you need. And choose love over fear. Always choose love over fear. Don't get wrapped up in your mind completely. You got to let go a little bit. And yeah, it's Ruveiled Podcast. Steve and Karen, thanks for joining me, you guys. I really appreciate you all for tuning in. Cheers. And let's go get it, you guys. Today is the day that we look within and get the answers that we need.
The Ruveiled Podcast.
You already know who it is. It's your boy Steve and Karen with the Ruveiled Podcast. Yeah. Next episode is episode 30. Season 1 is a wrap. I will see you guys Friday. Let's get it.